What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, we all know that the community voted against the version 2 of Terra Luna, right? And we know that they can do whatever they want. But if they hear the community out, I'm sure the community has a ton of great plans. Like one plan that I saw where they were talking about, let's just implement some sort of burns with the actual Terra Luna Classic right now and not through the version 2 or have any type of connection between the two there. We need to basically look at the positions that we have now and find a way out of this hole right now. So I wanted to go through my plan, and it's kind of similar to what we have seen with other plans that also implement some sort of a tax, a transaction tax that you would have, and it would effectively fix the circulating supply, and then we could figure out what we can do for UST if you're looking to get that back up to where it should be. And then you got to find some way to create some protection. So we'll talk about all of that. Before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure you check out some of those links down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to follow the Discord group, we have a bunch of Discord groups down there. And also, if you want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. But if we look at where Terra Luna is right now, I know I just reviewed where it is. It is at 0.00019, and this is relevant to my plan. So I'm going to break this down, and then we're going to get into the plan and what that's all about. You're going to see the volume is around 1.7 billion. That is also very important. You're going to see the circulating supply, a total supply of 6.9 trillion, which is a huge supply, especially when they started in the hundreds of millions. So we need to find a way to get back there or even lower, since they're not looking to really tie to UST. We don't need to get back to that stage, or if they are looking to revive UST at some point, then they can get back to that, or they can get to a lower total supply and then rework the whole system as we go along. So again, market cap is around $1.2 billion. It's down about 4% over the day. Now, if you don't know the plan that was put forth, it was basically to create a new Terra Luna, a new Luna here, version 2 basically, and it would basically stand on its own without UST, and they would find a way to bail out the UST holders as well as Luna holders that did suffer from that large loss. Well, a lot of people don't like that because you're just bailing people out. People don't really want a bailout. They want to earn things themselves, and they thought that earning it when they first invested in Luna was a big deal, going from $5 all the way up to 120, and then obviously dropping down in 7 days was not their fault. They did risk their investment, and I risk my investments all the time. I know what the risk is. I'm sure they know what the risk is. We just want the opportunity to increase the position that we have here, or see massive gains off of something like this, because Terra Luna right now is at very low prices, and if we could find a way to fix everything and get it back to normal within a year or two, or at least have a plan for the next 5 years, people will be on board to be able to fix that plan and have massive returns. If you can go from making $20,000 with Terra Luna to making $20 million with Terra Luna, anyone would sign up for that. So let's find a way to slowly get back to where we should be. And I think my plan is a good way of doing this. Now, if you've seen this plan, this proposal that now has 52 million yes votes, it includes a 3% burn tax. Well, I talked about this previously, talking about a 3% burn tax, or at least a burn tax in general for the short term or long term, to try and get Luna back to the original supply. Well, I worked out some of the numbers. Now, this doesn't factor in all of the increased prices, because as you burn off coins and you have the same demand, prices are going to go up. So this doesn't factor that in. So you're probably going to have to add a couple of months to it. But let's just say everything stays the same and people can buy the same amount of volume and we can burn off the same amount. this is what it looks like. So I built an Excel spreadsheet that really goes through the days here. Now, it goes through these days, which I had to figure out exactly what day. I believe it was this day. So this day it ends up changing over. So let's just highlight that. So basically what I did here was implement the 3% burn tax within it. So the $1.7 billion dollars in volume would equate to $51 million that goes towards this tax for burning, which would be 268 billion coins every day. So burning off that many coins, you would obviously be able to burn off the trillions that you need in order to get to the level that we need to get to. So you see the ending balance and you see how it all factors in. And by day 20, by day 22, you're seeing it around 1 trillion coins, which is something that we really want to get to. If we have an end goal, even if it does take time, if we have an end goal, it may take longer because as people see the end goal of it, as people see where it's going to get, the future, a lot of people are going to jump into the position because they know that it has a lot of potential for the future, right? With the burn, with the popularity, that could be something really big. Now, if you look at these days, after it gets to just under a trillion, we switch up the burn rate. So the burn rate will go down to 1%. And then when it does drop to around 100 billion, we'll switch the burn rate up again and it'll be around, 0.1%. So it won't be a crazy percentage because obviously if you look at the amount of volume and you burn off so much, it's going to burn off a lot. Now, as it gets to the later stages, all the way down the list, day 30, I'm sure the prices will be a lot higher because you're burning off so much of the supply with so much volume. But if we factor it all in as the same, we can increase or we can decrease the percentage, and it may get to a point to where it's 3, 1, and then 0.5, or maybe it's just 1% throughout the rest of it, because we might not see the same amount of volume, or if we do see the same amount of volume, the price may be a lot higher. So we're factoring in this price here, and maybe I should try and factor in some price jumps in like a future update and just say that when we do see 1 trillion, let's just adjust the price based on the market cap. That's what I can do. So let me go ahead and stop this video, and I'm gonna adjust it based on the market cap, and then I'm gonna jump back and show you guys what that looks like. All right, so we're back, and I just adjusted it by price. It took me a while to do this because I had to get everything right and also change the formula to go down a lot more rows because it does take a longer time. So instead of looking 30 days or looking at 40 days, you're looking at a lengthy period of time. If you can burn off 3% the whole entire time as the price is increasing and keeping a $1.2 billion market cap. Now, this is basically saying if we only have a $1.2 billion market cap, if we have more than that, it could be a different scenario, but let's just say that we're hovering around that $1.2 billion market cap, which you've seen Terra at 40 billion. So let's just say that it's 1.2. Now, if we go down the list, you're going to see that it's burning off, 268 billion within that time period. But then you see the next month, it actually factors in a lower price. So that's the only way that I can do it. For some reason, it didn't want to show anything else. So it should be a little bit less, but you see that less than 293 billion, then 269 billion. It's going to go less and less and less as time goes on because the price is increasing as we are going down the list. As we're going down each day, we're burning off hundreds of billions. Then we get down to a point where we're only burning, 40 or 50 billion, 30 billion, 20 billion, 10 billion, all of these. And that's what happens when we see burning happening and we have a lot of supply or a lot of demand. We're going to see that price start to increase. And when that price increases, it ends up getting to a difficult situation. So here you can see we drop a trillion. So we drop all the way down to less than 1 trillion after 45 days. But now as we get to the later days, it's very difficult to go from billions down to millions. So you see how many days it takes. So it's day 45 here, and it takes all the way until until day 151 in order to drop the billions. Actually, that's not even it. Sorry, I thought it was it, but it takes longer than that. So it's all the way to day 204. That's when we drop to the millions instead of being at the billions. But you can see on day 200, we can get to a $1 price. So for people saying that $1 is not possible, it definitely is possible if we can implement something like this, a 3% tax for a whole year. could be really big for this position. Now, I understand there's a lot of, it depends scenarios, right? What if scenarios? What if the volume is a lot lower? Well, you're not burning off as much. What if the market cap goes up? Well, you're not burning off as much because the price is obviously going up, right? So it's definitely a difficult thing to fully calculate, but just given that I have all this detail, I can break down what the price could be at certain levels, because price multiplied by supply is market cap. So you basically just take the reverse of that in order to get the price, which is not recommended. You don't ever want to do that back into the price. But for this scenario, it sort of works. So we can get all the way down to day 200. I believe I had 230. Day 230, and it will be a 317 million supply that's out there, which means we could be at a 3.77 or $3.77 price at, a $1.2 billion or $1.2 billion market cap there. So it's definitely something you want to look into a little bit more. And it is a good plan. I believe it's a good plan to revive Terra, especially with all the volume. But it all depends what they're planning on doing with Terra as well. Not only just looking at the plan of what it is, but looking at what it will be. Because will it be the same thing that it was, where it will exist with UST, or will it be something different to where Terra will exist on its own? That's what we need to know. So anyways, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I appreciate everybody coming by. Let me know if you like this analysis, if you want me to do more. I am a financial analyst, or I was a financial analyst, and I love dealing with spreadsheets. So I do want to be able to build things like this and, basically make proposals. That would be fantastic. But anyways, like I said, hit the like button. We're on the road to 200,000 subscribers, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.